Okay, there we are. We're in. We're back. I think we're okay. Hopefully the fucking thing works. We're at Artisan. We're pre-released this evening. It was pretty fun. I went to a new place because I moved since the last pre-release, and I think we'll be going back to the old place for future pre-releases. Because it was fun. I had a good time. I had some good cards, played some good games with some nice people. But anyway, so that's great. So yeah, so hi, welcome. I am Jesse. You can call me Mr. Friend. The Mr. Friend, if you're looking for me on the medias. And yeah, we got some Final Fantasy cards. We got the bundle. We're doing the bundle opening. We do this from time to time, and we're doing it today. Yeah, so let's do it. Yeah, we got nine play boosters, as you can see. Here's the back. We get the big spin down. We get the full art lands. True traditional foil extended art legends, which I guess we'll see who those are. I don't know if it's like a random selection or if everybody gets the same one. We'll look into that. But let's dig into it. Obviously, we're looking for VV here, if we can get it. Pull the ripcord. Oh yeah, nice a little art thing. And there's Sephiroth on the back. Wait, that's the front? This is the front? Yeah, we'll put the girl on the front. Put the lady on the front. There we go. Beautiful. And then, the box here also has Sephiroth on it, and then, yeah, there she is on there. So I don't know who this guy... So I guess I should talk a little bit about my Final Fantasy background. So I played, like, the first one when it came out when I was, 8 or whatever. 10. And I played a few others over the years. I played 7. No, was it 8? I played 8. 7 or 8. I played 10. I played 14, the MMO, a fair amount. And I'm playing through 12 right now. And then I went back and I played a little bit of most of the original. Okay, so I played a little bit of 2, American 2, Japanese 4. When it was live, but I was a Genesis kid. I didn't have a SNES, so I didn't play a lot of that, but I did play some of it. And then I looked back later on at emulator and played some. I didn't play all the way through all of the initial games. So all of which is to say, I don't know this character. So and let me say also, if I say something bad about your favorite Final Fantasy character, sorry, I don't know. I'm probably just talking about the Magic card. And if I don't know stuff, you'll forgive me. We're looking at this mostly as a Magic set. But we do like Final Fantasy. So here we go. So, yeah, there again, we've got Sephiroth and the tokens. Here she is. Shiyu? Is that her name? Maybe we'll get the card and then we'll know. And some more tokens. It's a box spacer. It's probably just something kind of like. Okay, and we've got our spin down. It's just got the Planeswalker, and then that's the Moogle. See the Moogle on there? We like that. That's cool. So which one's the 1 and which one's... I know this is the 1 and this one's the 20, but like... Judge! Where's the... Yeah, and then we got our play boosters with Cloud on them. I really like the box. I got these boxes. Alright, well, let's get into it. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Let's take a look at our lands here. Zach. Okay, so these are our legends. So we got Zach Fair. Look at him. He's a 0/1. For 1 white. Well, he comes with a counter. So he counters as a 1/2. You can spend 1 and sacrifice. Target creature you control gains indestructible till the end of the turn. Put the counters on that creature and attach an equipment that was attached to Zach Fair to that creature. That's quite good. I think that's quite good. It's just a lot of stuff for 1 mana. You get a counter, you get to make your stuff indestructible. It's just a lot of stuff. And then we got Danon, the Returner's Leader. He's a 1/3 human rebel cleric. Pray. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a creature spell from among cards in your graveyard that were put there from anywhere other than the battlefield this turn. Whenever you attack, you may pay 1 and discard a card if you do draw a card. This is going right in my Crooks and Chronos deck. This is quite good for that. And then we got the lands. Here we go. Aren't these pretty? 7th Heaven. Lovely. I like that one. With the big black dragon on the tower. I like that. That's cool. Waterfall. Crystal Waterfall Swamp. That's really cool in the foil. Yeah, it's lands. Yeah, lands are good. I like these lands. I'll put the these guys off this out here, and then let's look at it. Okay, let's go back to the. Yeah, okay. So these are not the legends that are pictured on. Let's see. This is the back of the box. I don't know how you can see. We got Sephiroth and Lightning Army of 1 on there, which is obviously not who we just got. So I guess it must be at least randomized. That's interesting. Okay, cool. Here we go. Bag number 1. Let's do it. Chinstrap's here crawling around. She wants to be a part of the show. Okay, here we got this Moogle. It's 1/2 with lifelink. And the Lalafell hero on the back. Okay. So we're about to start getting duplicates before too long, but for now we'll go everything. So the Gigantode. Now up here is Final Fantasy 15. You can see what game it came from. It's a 4/4 toad creature, no, frog creature for 4 mana. As long as you control 7 or more lands, this creature gets +2/+2. Comes to 6/6. Sure. The ramp is landfall is an important archetype in the draft strategy. So draft common. Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum. It's Final Fantasy 10. Card Flash. Chance an artifact or creature. It's an aura for blue and 2. When enters tap and that creature doesn't untap, they, whatever, that's a card. There's one like it in every variation on it, almost every draft set these days. You are not alone. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If you control 3 or more creatures, it gets +4/+4 instead. 1 mana, 1 white mana. It's reasonable. I don't know, it's fine. Combat trick, I don't know. Not knocking anybody's doors down. Blazing Bomb. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. And you can blow up. Tap it and sacrifice it, and it deals damage equal to its power to target creature. Activate as a sorcery. So yeah, 1 red. It gets bigger. It's fine. It's again. So this non-expensive non-creature spells is one of the archetypes for one of the color pairs in the draft. So there you go. There's your 1-drop. It's fine. Fight On. As an instant, return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. This is not terrible. At instant speed for 3 mana, you get 2 cards back. Draft, it's 2 for 1. your mill deck, it gets you back something important. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. Fight on, friend. Geisel Greens, here we go. This is, I fed a lot of Geisel Greens to a lot of Chocobos across a few playthroughs of various games. This one, it just makes you a Chocobo. You get a 2/2 green bird creature token with landfall +1/+0 till end of turn for 1 and a green. And then you can flash it back for 7, so you get another Chocobo later on. It's good. I played this in the pre-release, made a couple Chocobos, it was fine. Vincent's Limit Break. It's a tiered instant. So you pay 1 in black, right? And then you pay extra cost. So the base thing is that the creature is a 3/2, and then if you pay 1 for 3 mana total, you get a 5, and then for 5 you get a 7/2. So until the end of turn, target creature you control gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control, and it has the chosen base power and toughness. So okay, so it's one of these back for more type effects. It's fine. Ooh, oh, here we go. Carpet of Flowers. Cool. It's the Falsey Paradise. Beginning of each of your main phases, if you haven't added mana with this ability this turn, you may add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of islands target opponent controls. I think last time this got printed was in... This got a reprint in the Doctor Who set? One of the Doctor Who precons, but that... we don't see a lot. This is cool. I like this. Look at this. Cool, we got the whole hole in the planet there. Final Fantasy 13, I think, one of the less powerful, popular games, if I recall. That's fine. Cool card. Diamond Weapon. It costs 9 mana, 7 and 2 green, for the legendary artifact creature elemental. And it costs 1 less for each permanent card in your graveyard, and it's an 8/8 with reach. And it's immune. You prevent all combat damage would be dealt to Diamond Weapon. I murdered a 10-year-old, and he's probably 13, with this in the pre-release. So, there we go. Ether is an artifact, restores 20 MP. It's good when you're low on mana. You can tap it, costs 3 and a blue, you can exile it, add blue. And then when you cast your next instant or sorcery this turn, you can copy it. So that's pretty cool. You get, yeah, fine. Final Days. Create 2 tapped 2/2 black horror creature tokens. If the spell is cast from a graveyard, instead create X of these tokens, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. And it flashes back for 6. So 2 2/2s for 4. They don't really do anything, I guess. And then if you get a lot of creatures, I guess this could be okay. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see if this is any good in the one movement. Oh! Ooh! It's Cactuar. He's jumbo. Yeah. We've been looking for this. Yeah, everybody knows this guy. 5 green for a 1/7 creature plant with 10,000 needles. When he attacks, he gets plus 9,999 plus 0 total. He becomes 10,007. 10,000 power, 7 toughness on the other turn. Yeah, I mean, obviously this card is absurd. There's all kinds of fun stuff we can do with this. This has been one of the chase cards. Good pull on the Jumbo Cactuar. Monk's Fist. I got killed by this card in the pre-release. I had a pretty nice little job select equipment deck that just was really fast and was hard to keep up with. Anyway, it makes a 1/1 hero, colorless hero token. It becomes I think it becomes a +1/+0 and becomes a monk. And it's in foil. I like the foiling on the monk, on the Monk Fist there. So that's great. And then you got the full art planes. Pretty cool. I'll take it. Alright, Cactuar. Oh, and then let's put the Let's put the Paradise there too. Alright, here we go. Half inch. I should probably, I don't know, maybe I put the, let's throw it up there. And we are listening to Final Fantasy music as we play. So, that's that. Alright, we got a food token. That's some pretty good looking food. And we got, oh, there's a hero with a gun on the back. He's, oh, he's cool looking. He's like a cat person. Somebody tell me, this he's from Final Fantasy 14. So I feel like I should know this, but I don't. Somebody chime in. Tell us what the hell kind of animal that is. Okay, Blazing Bomb. Okay, we saw this guy again before he gets bigger when he casts spells. Fight on. We saw this already. Again, the guys with rings. We got that. Wow. I said we get a couple of duplicates, but damn. Okay. That's what makes Chocobo. Here we go. Magic Damper. For 1 blue, you target creature you control gains +1 and gains hexproof until end of turn, and you untap it. Again, I mean, it does 3 things for 1 mana. You know, only one of the things. None of the things is permanent, which is kind of a problem. But I don't know. We'll find a combat trick. I probably, you know, we're playing unlimited. I think most decks. I don't know. Maybe in standard, I could see potentially people including in this little protection in certain things. Okay, Cloud on Moogle is a 2/3 Moogle for 5. When this creature enters, put a +1 counter on target creature, and you can plane cycle it for 2. So there's a whole cycle of these land cyclers, which they seem to be doing in like every set now, which is good. They're helpful. The 1 mana land cyclers obviously are like, you know, they're like more than twice as good. But obviously they're better. But this one's fine. Flying creature, 2/3 flyer. That could be a 3/4 flyer for 5. It's still pretty brutal, but anyway, here we go. Laughing Mad. It's cool. Cool picture. I like the art on there. Kefka going all silly. So it's additional cost. So it costs 2 and a red, and as additional cost, you cast and discard. You can't discard a card, and then you draw 2. So just, you know, basic red spell. They make. And it's got flashback, so you can play it again from the graveyard, which is fine. At which point it does stop being card neutral. Actually, which is somewhere, which is great. Takes a while to get there. It's fine. Standard red card. They do that. Crossroads Village enters tap. Choose a color, and then you get 1 mana with color. Pretty good. Good fixing for limited. It's fine. Ultros, the Obnoxious Octopus. It's a 2/1 legendary octopus creature for 1 and a blue. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, tap target creature controls and put a stun counter on it. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 8 mana was spent to cast it, put 8 +1/+1 counters on it. Make it into a 10/9. You go ahead and cast your omnisciences and your what's it called? Magnum Opus. That's the word I'm looking for. Magnum Opus. Well, this guy I'm playing, he's real big, and you get both of them, right? When you cast a something 4 or higher, you get 2. So whatever. It's not going to happen often, but when it does, bingo. All right, Dragoon's Lance. This one again, same guy. Yeah, the same. They good in the limited. Comes with a 1/1 colorless hero. Attaches, gets a +1/+0 and becomes a knight, and it gets flying during your turn. Gaybold to equip it for 4. Just a little bit of flavor there. Let's see, that's a Final Fantasy 14 thing. I guess I should know what that means, but I don't. Colosseum Behemoth is a 7/7 beast. When it enters, choose 1. Destroy target artifact or enchantment or draw a card. You know, another good big beater for limited. It's not true. Yeah, it's still good enough. Side quest. They got a whole bunch of these side quests, which are fun. Catch a fish one is good. What's this one do? When it enters, destroy up to 1 target creature for green and 3. green and 3 black. 3 black, black. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died under an opponent's control this turn, create a treasure token. Then if you control 3 or more treasures, transform it, and it becomes a 5/6 Yazmat. Ultimate Mark. It's a 5/6 dragon, and you can sacrifice another creature or artifact to give it indestructible and tap until end of turn. Yeah, I guess. Sure, it's expensive as removal, but I mean, I don't know. If it was like 5/6 creature that destroyed a creature when it entered, right? That'd be pretty bonkers for like limited. But this is I don't know. Again, we'll see how it plays. It's interesting. Potentially not terrible. Summon Brunhilder. I really like these summons, how they nailed the flavor on these. This is right. So this one is a 2/1 Saga Knight enchantment creature for red 1. Chain. Exile the top card of your library. Earning any turn you put a lore counter on the saga, you may play that card. So as long as it is around, you can play that card. When you next cast a creature this turn, it gains haste till the end of the turn. That's okay. Yeah, so it replaces itself with an impulse right away, and then sticks around to give your creatures haste. Yeah, alright. I can see that being reasonable in some kind of aggro type deck. Ooh, Tonberry. He's cool. He enters tapped with a stun counter on him. He's a 2/1 for a black, and during your turn he has first strike and death touch. So he just comes in and he takes a while to get there, but then he stabs you, and then you die. He's a salamander whore. He's cute. I like him. And then the Trano, the Dark City. There's towns. This one just makes mana. There's like a towns matter deck in the format. Yeah, that'll be another thing that'll be interesting to see. If that's any good. Okay, here's our other. These are our non-foil lands. So yeah, I mean, we saw all these and then went to not playable. That's great. That's great. Okay, here we go. We love lands. We love blue spells even better. Okay, Magic Damper. We saw this one again. Protects your creature. Galacat. It's fucking adorable. Look at this. Look at that Punim. Look at that Punim. He's adorable. He's adorable. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, he's just a little kitty. Ah! Okay. He's a 1/3 cat with flying and vigilance, and as long as you control 2 of them artifacts, he gets +2/+3. He's a 3/3. He guns a 3/3 flying vigilance for 3. That's pretty solid. That's a decent rate if you got a couple artifacts. I'll play a Galacat. GF Ifrit. Good fucking Ifrit. It's a 3/2 for 3. You can discard a card if you do draw a card for the first 2 sagas, and then you get red mana. So if over time he like almost pays you back for himself, unless you rummage a couple times. He's 3/2. Not bad for a human. Yeah, not great for a magic card, but it's flavorful. Ahriman. It's random music. These are Final Fantasy music. There we go. Is a 2/2 Eye Horror for 3. It's got flying and death touching. When you sacrifice another creature or artifact and pay 3 mana, you can draw a card, which is a pretty. I mean, that's expensive. 3 mana. That's not a small amount of mana in most games of Magic, especially when you're playing black. But yeah, drawing cards is great. I love doing it. Okay, so yeah, here's the green land cycler from this cycle, the Balam T-Rexar. Hey, Black Betty Bamalam T-Rexar. This one is a 6/6 trampler, and when it enters, you gain 3 life, and it's 4 cycles for 2. So there's our Colossal Dreadmaw upgrade. So cool. One of those I already said. Heal Gigas. Oh, and then here's the Mountain Cycler, which I played each of these, and then against this one, and it killed the guy with this one, and then it killed me one. This one's pretty okay. It's a 6 mana 5/4 with trample and haste, and he finds the mountains. You like him, pretty okay. World Map. New thing for your Tron decks here. Maybe. Probably not. For 1 mana, you sacrifice. It comes into play as an artifact, and then 1 mana you can sacrifice it to get a basic land, or for 3 mana you can sacrifice it to find any land, and it goes to your hand. So, yeah, fine. We'll tutor up some lands with this if we need to. Clash of the Icons. From the latest Final Fantasy 16. Cost of green, it's a sorcery. Choose 1 or more. Target creature you control fights a target creature an opponent controls. Or remove a lore counter from target saga you control. Which doesn't cause the ability to trigger, so you don't get to like trigger when you go, you don't get to go from 2 and then go back and get another thing. But then you do get to go and do a, you know, get your chapter 2 or trigger again, whatever. Or you can put a lore counter on the saga to advance it and get the thing early. Yeah, I mean, you know, this is obviously pretty niche. The fight, you know, the fight effect is I mean, it's something you need for a limited set. They put one in every set. You know, it's a fight with set mechanic. So, but it messes with lore counters, which there's not a ton of stuff that does that. So that's kind of cool to have that ability a little bit more for your saga decks, which exists. Some Magic Tech Armor. It's a vehicle. Costs 3 and a white for a 4/4 artifact vehicle. When it enters, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token. Crew 1. Crews for 1. So your hero can, yeah, jump in the Magic Tech Armor and be a 4/4. It's okay. That's it's okay. Let's see, yeah. In an artifact deck, which is definitely an artifact deck in the format. So we could, yeah. I bet this turns out to be a reasonable enough card. Random Encounter. Love it. This is so much fun. Specifically Final Fantasy II, although obviously there have been random encounters in a lot of them games. 4 red. At sorcery speed, you shuffle your library, then mill 4 cards. Put each creature card milled this way onto the battlefield. They gain haste. At the beginning of the next end step, return those creatures to their owner's hand. You can flash it back for 6. I'm thinking about like a Doomsday. I gotta put this in a Doomsday pile. We gotta make a Doomsday pile with random encounter and have a random and do something. Or I don't know. This card is fun. It's not good, but it's fun. Yeah, why not? Let's just spin the wheel. Side quest. Play Blitzball. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +0/+2 until end of the turn. Okay, the music has gotten a little bit loud. Kind of intense. Okay, here we go. I'm actually just gonna... Yeah, we're just gonna go to the next one that will maybe be... Okay, there we go. That's much better. That's more... Okay, here we go. Side quest. Play this one. If at the end of combat on your turn, if a player was dealt 6 or more combat damage this turn, transform it, then attach it to a creature, and it becomes... Oh, we don't want to see the next thing. World Champion. Celestial Weapon. It's got double overdrive, giving equipped creature +2/+0 and double strike. It equips for 3. I mean, if you're hitting for 6, do you really need an equipment that gives... I don't know. Whatever. That's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Okay, and then here we go. But this is actually a pretty bonkers card. Dion. Bahamut Dominant. During your turn, Dion and other knights you control have flying. When he enters, create a 2/2 white knight creature token. And then for 6, you flip him. So he's a 3. So he starts out as a 3/3 and a 2/2 with flying for 4, and then he flips and he becomes a 5/5 flyer. So when he flips, you get a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control, and they gain flying till the end of the turn. And then you get that again on the next turn, and then on the turn following that, if he's still around, you get to destroy target permanent, and then flip him back over. And does that... Yeah, and that he exiles in return. So then you get another 2/2 knight. This guy's sick. Dion Bahamut's Dominant. We love this guy. We're gonna play him in a lot of formats and a lot of decks. Really, this guy's really good. Really good. Good pull. Hectize. So 1/1 ooze creature horror. When the creature enters, each opponent discards a card. Or anything. You know, they just keep making another one. This is there's a version of this in almost every set. Black makes people discard. This one's an ooze horror. and a foil. Alright. Gone, Town of Ruin. Here's the other town. This one's green and black. And then we have this Terra, Herald of Hope. Pretty. Okay. Pack number 4. We got the Chocobo. And another different hero. It's like the wizard, the black mage hero. And yeah, we'll make a couple of those. I've seen a couple cards that make this bird token. Okay, so GF for Frit, gives you some impulse draws, some stuff. Okay, yeah, let's see, sacrifice stuff. Okay, here's that dang dang old Colossal Dreadmaw. Here's the Dragoon's Wyvern. It's a 1/1 flying drake. He comes with a 1/1 hero. Yeah, sure. Pretty good. Yeah, we'll play that in limited. There's the Galacat. Laporit Scout. There's the 3/2 Rabbit Scout. It's a new rabbit. It's good for your rabbit decks. It's a 2 and a green for a 3/2. When another creature you control enters, he gets +1/+1 until end of the turn. So, yeah, potential to make him pretty big in a token deck or something. Oh, there we go. Barren Rivalry. It's a deadly dispute. It's additional cost to cast it. Sacrifice an artifact or creature. Draw 2 cards, make a treasure. And we got the Dragoon and. That's cool art. I mean, it is, you know, it's Deadly Dispute. It's Abandoned Pauper, right? It's a good card. Yeah, that's fine. I probably would have rather got like a Traxxas. That's cool. Yeah, Deadly Dispute. Giat, King of the Dwarves, is a 1/1 with double strike for Boros Mana. He's a Dwarf Noble. Legendary Dwarf Noble with double strike. When Giat or another dwarf you control enters, and whenever an equipment you control enters, you can discard a card, then draw a card. You do some rummaging. He's cool. I played against him in the pre-release. He was a pain. Poison the Waters. Choose 1. For 1 and a black at sorcery speed, you can make all creatures get -1/-1 to the end of the turn. Or you can force target player to reveal their hand. You choose an artifact or creature card from it, and that player discards that card. Yeah, I don't know. This might be, a sideboard card, I guess. Might, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, if there was like a big, like, token. I mean, I guess the job select things, but like a lot of those buff toughness, so like the -1/-1 won't kill them. So I don't know where we're gonna do with that. Coral Sword is a artifact equipment for 1 red. It's got flash. When it enters, attach it to target creature you control. Creature gains first strike until end of the turn. And the equipped creature will have +1/+0 for 1. So it's a little combat trick that basically gives the creature +1/+0 for a strike till end of the turn, and then it sticks around for a little extra value. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, it's fine. Holy yes, please. Starting town. Enters tapped unless it's your first, second, or third turn of the game. So, turn 1, 2, 3. It enters untapped, and you can tap it either for a colorless, or you can pay a life and add 1 mana of any color. I mean, it's just like just a little tiny bit worse than City of Brass, which is like one of the best lands ever. This card is nuts. It's like hard to imagine like a better land getting printed. Like, end of story. Like, this is so good. This card is bonkers. I will be playing it. This is really good. This is awesome. Joshua, Phoenix's Dominant, is a legendary human noble wizard with the big 16 in the background. He's got the full art, which is dope. I like this. When he enters, discard up to 2 cards and draw that many, and then he flips for 3 red white. So he's initially a 3/4 for 3, and then he flips into Phoenix, Warden of Light, which is a 4/4 flying lifelink. It says the flying lifelink down here. It's kind of easy to miss. But there it is, so pay attention to that when you're playing against these. And when it flips, and then the turn after, it deals 2 damage to each opponent, and then step 3 is, or chapter 3 is Flames of Rebirth. Return any number of target creature cards, total mana value 6 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, and then flip it back. Cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah, this is pretty good. And then we flip, and you get to, again, flip and stock your graveyard. Yeah, we might have to, again, no, I think this guy, I think this guy is going, this guy also is going right into the Crooks of Kuranos deck. It's quite good. Battle menu. This is one of the big flavorful fun cards. And, we played it in the event and made a knight token both times we played it. Yeah, you can attack and make a knight. You can ability. Give a creature +0/+4 till the end of the turn. You can use magic to destroy a creature with power 4 or greater, or pop an item, drink a potion, gain 4 life. It's fine. Yeah. You know, all of these abilities, you know, +0/+4 to the end of turn is not like outstanding, but it's, you know, it's a fine rate for all these things. So instant speed, make a creature, flash in a blocker, pretty nice full art land there. That's cool. So, yeah, we're doing all right here so far. Here, let's put these guys. Let's put these guys in the stack. So, okay. Alright, here we go. Halfway through. We got us a 2/2 knight. With this cat here. Road. That's cool. I like that. Okie dokie. Dragoon's Wyvern, we saw him. It's a 2/1 flyer and a 1/1 hero for 3 mana. That's okay. And that's that plain cycling Moogle. Suplex. I did suplex a creature at the pre-release. It was not a Phantom Train, but there he is, about to suplex the train. Deals 3 damage to target creature. If it would die, exile it instead, or you can exile an artifact. Like this, I think this might, I don't know, the sorcery speed obviously is a bit of a liability, but I think this might see some play in standard. The exile ability is pretty good against like some of the mouse decks and things, so again, we'll see. The sorcerer thing is kind of a problem. Namazu Trader. This is a 3/4 fish citizen for 3 black. 3 and a black. When this creature enters, you lose 1 life and create a treasure token, so you get a refund. Whenever it attacks, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact if you do Surveil 2. This seems bad. It seems, I don't know, it just seems bad. I don't know. I have a hard time seeing where this will fit in. Maybe it's better than it looks. Sacrificing a creature or artifact just to surveil? You know, you can do your treasure, but I don't know. Okay, Airship Crash. Yeah, this is one of these cards. I put it in every limited set needs a creature. A green instant that will destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. This one cycles for 2. Because green doesn't have a lot of flying creatures, so they need some stuff with reach. We saw that big big legendary weapon earlier. And I always have one of these things to destroy. There we go. Sahagin. It's a Merfolk. 1/3 Merfolk for 1 blue. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, and it can't be blocked this turn. Again, this expensive non-creature spell theme is you know, it's like I think it's the red white, or not red white. I'm talking about blue red. The is it thing. I don't see it being all that great. I mean, again, how many 4 cost non-creature spells have we seen? Do we want to cast that many? And then we haven't seen a lot of payoffs for anything. Prove me wrong. Okay, Monk's Fist. We saw this one already. Makes a 2/1 monk. Chaco Combat. This one's pretty good. So it's 2 red and an X to deal X damage to target creature and make a chocobo. 2 bird that with landfall +1/+0. It's fine. Yeah, it's a removal spell that comes with a creature stable to it. Probably pretty good and limited. Although this, you know, this rate is not super. But it's, I don't know. You can think of it, you can also, I mean, read it as like 2/2. You can make a 2/2 creature, a 2/2 chocobo that deals X damage when it enters, where X is kicker. You know, like that's dope. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Aldebert Steiner. he's cool. It's the 2/1 with lifelink. He gets +1/+1 for each artifact or equipment you control. He costs 1. He's fine. Put him in an artifact deck or an equipment deck. And lose. The cargo ship. It's a 3/2 vehicle for 1 and a blue. It's got flying and vigilance. You can tap for a colorless mana spent only to activate an artifact spell. Cast an artifact spell and activate ability of an artifact source. Cruise for 1. Yeah, I don't know. In our artifact deck could be worse. Okay, this is a fun card. This one's fun. Ultimecia, the Time Sorceress. It's a legendary creature, a human warlock. When she enters or attacks, surveil 2. She costs 5. Blue black. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 4 double blue, double black, and exile 8 cards from your grave farm. And if you do, transform her into Ultimecia Omnipotent, a 7/7 Nightmare Warlock with Menace. And when it transforms, you get an extra turn. Take an extra turn. So that's expensive, but an extra turn's usually pretty good. Masamune. A legendary artifact equipment, costs 3. As long as a equipped creature is attacking, it has first strike and must be blocked if able. Equipped creature has, if a creature dying causes a triggered ability of this creature or an emblem you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. I don't know. Like, this seems bad. It seems 5 mana, and you need to have a creature. I pulled one of these in my pre-release, and this seems bad. Like, this effect, first strike and must be blocked if attacking. Okay, so you only get a benefit from it on your. And then I don't know, 5 mana seems like a lot. Just to double. I don't know. Man, there's got to be some. Help me out in the comments, man. Help me out here. What is this? What is this card for? I don't see it. I'm glad I have 2 of them. Fate of the Sun Crypt. Destroy target non-land permanent. Costs 2 less to cast if it targets a tapped creature. Costs 5 or 3. Yeah, whatever. And we got, oh, and then a foil land. Let's see. Okay, we're halfway through. 4 more. 4 more left. Oh, we got the suplex. Okay, let's look at it. Is this Summon Leviathan? Oh, I love that. That's cool. Look at that. That's be okay. So now I have to find a Summon Leviathan with this art on it because that is cool. I love that. All right. Okay. So here we have the suplex. I think we're probably getting to the point where we're going to start just like flipping through these fast now because we're going to see if it's okay. So here's this fish guy that we don't like very much. Prisha's Wanderings is an instant. You search your library for a basic land or a town, put it on the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. When you search, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So this is a similar thing that they do in green pretty regularly. So it gives you a counter. So it's an instant speed, so that's... You could do worse. I don't know. I ended up cutting this from my deck. It's fine. You know, fixes your manas. Gives you a counter. Put it in your counter, +1/+1 counter deck that beats a lot of your 5-color +1/+1 counter deck. Here's a Kyrkan Merchant, a 1/4 beast citizen creature at 1/4, so 2 and a blue, or yeah, 2 and a blue. 1 and tap to draw a card and discard a card, lets you loot. 7 and tap, sacrifice it, draw 3 cards. Costs 1 less to activate for each town you control, which makes sense. The more towns you can trade in, the better your merchant is. That's yeah, okay, yeah. That's reasonable enough. I don't know. 1/4 is kind of a rugged stuff line, but a rough stuff line for. It's, you know, I like looters. Big booty. It's cool. Red Mage's Rapier is an equipment with job select. Makes you a 1/1, and when the equipped creature has, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Sort of a pseudo. Attack prowess thing. Yeah, that's fine. This one is probably one of the worst of the these job select equipments. I don't and Red Mages sucked in Final Fantasy 1, so that'll make sense. Vane's Treachery is an instant with Kicker. Costs 1 in black, and then Kicker, sacrifice an artifact or creature. Target creature gets -2/-2 till end of turn. If it was kicked, instead it gets -6/-6 to end of turn, which is a lot more, and every set needs some removal spells. Okay, Syncopate, this is of course a reprint. Counter target spell unless its controller plays X, the casting cost is X and a blue, and then exile it if the spell's countered. I like the art here. The guy is just syncopating that incoming attack, I guess. Your eyes, they burn with resolve. Beautiful. But useless, because I just countered and syncopated your spell. Okay. Swallowed by a Leviathan. Teeth and the bow coming in. It's an instant for 2 and a blue. Choose target spell. Surveil 2, then counter the chosen spell unless its controller pays 1 for each card in your graveyard. I mean, 3 mana counter spells, but it doesn't require 2 blue. 2 blue mana pips. And it... This is potentially not unplayable. I might try this out in certain decks. I got a Reanimator, Sultai Reanimator standard thing. This might actually work in. It's not gonna be an all-star, but Judge Magister Gabranth is a 2/2 legendary human advisor knight for white and a black. It's got menace, and whenever another creature or artifact you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Judge Magister Gabranth. So yeah, as I go in, I could put it in Aristocrats, I guess. I mean, it's cheap. It's a cheap and evasive 2-drop. That's always good. Gets bigger. I could see this being an okay little card in the right deck. Might see some play. Here we go. Delivery Moogle. I love this guy. He's a 3/2 flyer for 4, and when he enters, search your library and or graveyard for an artifact card with mana value 2 or less, reveal it and put it in your hand, and then shuffle. So yeah, so this guy in my Camlander decks is going to find me Time Vault, he's going to find me Voltaic Key, he's going to find me all kinds of fun stuff. He's going to find me probably an Isochron Scepter every once in a while. 4 mana is a lot to spend, but you know, 3/2 flyer is okay. I don't know. I really like this card. I really like this card, and I picked one up earlier in my pre-release kit, and now I have 2, and that makes me happy. Opera Love Song. For 1 and a red, you get an instant that lets you choose one. Either exile the top 2 cards of your library, you may pay those cards until your next end step. Or 1 or 2 target creatures each get +2/+0 till end of turn. This is a pretty good little combat trick. I think a lot of decks in the meta like this. I think your mice like being able to target 2 creatures with 1 card, while also buffing power. You know, red decks, aggro decks, they sometimes have a problem with card velocity, especially late in the going. So, like, yeah, this is pretty dope. I'm pretty into this. Nibelheim Aflame won me a match. Won me both games of a match that I played tonight. It's a sorcery. 2 red. Choose target creature you control. It deals damage equal to its power to each other creature. If this spell was cast from the graveyard, discard your hand and draw 4 cards, and then yeah, I mean it's a board wipe that you can cast twice, and then the second time you cast it, it draws you 4 cards. Really good. Really good card. Won me 2 games. Valkyrie Air Unit. Costs 5 blue, has affinity for artifacts, so you're never going to play it that much because you're going to have a lot of artifacts. You're going to cast, it's going to be a 5 mana for 2, 5/4 flyer that surveils 2 when it enters for 2 blue. And that ain't bad. Okay, then we got the white-black town. Alright, here we go. 3 left. Backside. Let's do it. Oh, and we got another here for the Call of the Mountain Chocobo. Did we look at this one? I played 2 copies of this in my deck, and it was not great. Search for a mountain, reveal it, put it to your hand, then shuffle. Create a 2/2 green bird creature token. Make a Chocobo, and you can flash it back. Like, by the time you're at 6 mana, you don't really need mountains. You already have 4 mana in a mountain, so like, if it was in green and it let you fix into red, it would be a lot better. But I don't know. It was kind of just an overcrossed feature that didn't. I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't all that great. It helps you hit your landfall triggers every turn, right? For your thing, you know, puts a land in your hand that next turn you can play to buff your bird, but still not great. Alright, this 3/2 zombie horror, Cutrub Forayer, costs 2 colorless mana and 1 black, 2 generic and 1 black. It's a zombie horror, it's a 3/2. When he enters, choose 1. Destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn, or exile up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. Sure. Fine. Why not? Okay, there we go. 2 mana dork. The Gobu Gardener. Look how excited he is about this little flower. That's so cute. I love this. Look at this little guy. What a cute little guy. What a friendly, fun, cute little guy. He's 1/3, and you can tap him for 3. I will do that to cast a 4 mana spell on my 3rd turn. The Scorpion Sentinel is a 1/4 robot scorpion for blue and a colorless, as long as you control 7 or more lands. He gets +3, becomes a 4/4. He's a 4/4, becomes +3/+0. Play a lot of lands, and this robot scorpion, I don't know, 2 mana 4/4 is pretty good. You know? It's hard great to beat. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good. Is a 2 mana 4/4 good enough in today's meta? 2 mana vanilla 4/4. Because if that's not good enough, then this thing definitely isn't good enough. And I don't think it is. I don't think people are playing 2 mana 4/4 with no abilities. Sorry, Scorpion Sentinel. Summon Chocomog is a 3/3 Saga Bird Moogle enchantment creature. Wark Kupo. Costs 2 and a white, and then stampede each other when it enters, and then for each of the next 3 turns, other creatures you control get +1/+0 during your saga phase, and then it dies. You have to say Kupo. Great. Okay, White Auracite. I played a couple of these. It's a sort of an overcost. It's an Obling that makes mana. Costs 2 white and 2 colorless. When it enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. So yeah, it's an O-ring. And it taps for white mana. So yeah, it's okay. This actually is, yeah, I mean, it was fine. Actually, mana does some stuff. Okay, and then this is the third lab man that I have gotten tonight. I got 2 of these in my pre-release kit, and here's a third one. It's a 2/2 for a blue and 2. And he's a human wizard, and if you draw a card while your library is empty, you win instead of losing. So let's play Lab Maniac. Ignis Scientia. He's going for this sandwich. He's a 2/2 for 1 in Simic. When he enters, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You can put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped. Rest on the bottom in a random order. And he's come up with a new recipe. For 1 green, blue, tap and exile target card from a graveyard. If a creature card was exiled that way, you get a food token. So, yeah, this is okay. I sort of hate this song. Hold on, we're gonna... I don't know why this is on the Final Fantasy playlist. I don't like it. I will say so now. Okay, here we go. Ignis Scientia. Oh, he's fine. Yeah, Ignis Scientia. I don't know. He's from Final Fantasy 15. I didn't play that one. So he cooks for you. That's great. Torgal, a fine hound, is actually a bear. He's a 2/2 green creature for 2. But he is a legendary wolf, and when you cast your first human creature spell each turn, that creature enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each dog or wolf you control. And he's a mana dork. Not bad. Not the best. Not bad. You know, make a dog man's best friend deck with dogs and humans, and Torgal's going to be a very good boy. And he generates, he's a mana dork. He makes mana of any color, so what are you complaining about? Just tap him for mana and play a 4-drop on turn 3. Ambrosia Whiteheart is a legendary bird creature. For a white and 1, he's a 2/2 with flash. And when he enters, you may return another permanent you control to its owner's hand. And whenever a land you control enters, Ambrosia Whiteheart gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So now it's another pixie for that obnoxious pixie deck. Another thing for them to flip back their hopeless nightmare. Which they will play yet again on the 3rd consecutive turn. The exact same card over and over again as we move. Super repetitive play patterns. The Emperor of Polymesia costs a blue and a red, and he taps for a blue or a red, but you can only spend it to cast a non-creature spell. And he's 2/2, and when you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, put a +1/+1 counter on the Emperor of Polymesia. Then if it has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, transform it into... That's our rare. The Lord Master of Hell, who is a demon noble wizard with Starfall. He's a 3/3, and when he attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard. Cool. Yeah, okay. So, yes, this is a reasonable enough payoff for everything. I don't know, I still am pretty skeptical of this whole... This whole thing seems pretty sketchy, if you ask me. I got bronze in the music. Okay, there we go. Terra. Here we go. Terra. The Mystica Adept. That's not... Okay. She's a 4/2 human wizard warrior, all very relevant creature types. For 1 green red, She enters mill 5. Put up to 1 enchantment card milled this way into your hand, and then for 4 red-green, you flip her into a 6/6 flyer. That for the first 3 chapters creates a token that is a copy of target non-legendary enchantment you control, and it gains haste. And if it's a saga, you put up to 3 lore counters on it, and then sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. And then finally you get some mana. You get a whole bunch of mana. You get double Wooburg, and then flip it back over. Pretty neat. This is kind of an interesting. And a friend loves playing enchantment decks and Commander. Probably will want this card. Very cool. Powerful, I don't know, but cool. Very, very interesting, fun thing. Here's Vincent's Lemon Break. We saw this already. This one's foil. Makes a creature and flash spell, and then a foil full art for us. Why not? We like that. Okay, 2 left. 2 left. We haven't gotten. I don't think we've gotten. We have 1 double rare pack. Maybe 2. Let's see. These 2 didn't. Let's see. These 2 don't. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. We don't. It was actually these guys, but we don't need to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 9. Last time, so we had 2 double rare packs. I guess that's okay. And we're not done yet. Okay, here he is. Here's Squall, Seed Mercenary. There's an art card. Dinosaurium. Hello, Dinosaurium. Hi, how are you? Welcome in. You see it. We're opening Magic cards. It's Final Fantasy cards are in pre-release weekend, so we're opening. There's our polls so far. Some are better than others. But yeah, we're into it. So here's Dreams of Laguna. There's an instant for 1 in blue. And surveil 1 and then draw a card. Flashback for 3 in blue. Oh yeah, playing some Dune. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, getting on that. Getting this some hours in, getting some building done before you go on your vacation, right? Yeah, how's it going? Are you settling, getting the hang of it, figuring out getting a house built and everything? So there's Paladin Arms, so 2 and a white. Yeah, makes a hero, and then you attach this, and it gets +2/+1 in ward. Makes it a knight, equipped for 4. It's called Lightbringer and Hero's Shield is the equip ability, which is kind of neat. So it becomes what do you get, a 3/2 with ward for 3 mana? It's good enough. Sure, why not? There we go, Sabotender. I got a couple of these guys. This guy, he's going in one of my recent, one of my new commander decks that I built. He's cool. But he's just a little 2/1 cactus with reach for 2 mana, and when a land you control enters, he deals 1 damage to each opponent. Landfall damage. It's good stuff. Joined a private server hosted by a streamer, but I started on one of the public servers yesterday. It's fun so far. Good, good. I'm glad. Are you have you gotten through the intro area where you build your? Well, I guess I don't know that it works the same. In the beta, there was sort of like an intro area where they sort of guide you through the steps to build a bike, a sand, like a dune bike. I'm assuming it's the same way. If it's not, tell me. But like, yeah, if that's what it is it like, are you through that? Have you made it into like the high desert? Got your speeder built and everything yet? Cornered by black mages, black and a white. Target opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice, and you create a 0/1 black wizard creature token with. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this token deals 1 damage to each opponent. It's pretty good. You got the Edict, and then it comes with a little pinging wizard creature. In the right deck, this is pretty good. Not a terrible card. Made a second base in the next year after beating the bike. Sounds like it is similar to the beta. Okay, yeah. I mean, it seemed like they were pretty set with their opening experience as far as it goes. So it doesn't surprise me that they but it's the same kind of thing. But yeah, I wonder what the limits are on bases. Because I did this, I did the same thing. I built a base in the starting area to get my bike built, and then built a new base in the new place, and then eventually had to go back and erase my old base so that I could build a new one, like a third base, which ended up I only had 2 active at the time. In a place where it was like easy to get aluminum or whatever the next ability was. Commune with beavers. And look at that. Look at that. Alright, look at this guy communing with the beavers. This is so cool. There. No, that just moved it off the camera. There it is. Look at the top 3 cards of your library and reveal an artifact, creature, or land from among them, and put it into your hand. The rest go on the bottom. So, instead of just getting the top card of your library on your turn, you get to spend a mana and get an artifact, creature, or land from on the top 3. Which, if there's a specific one you're looking for, might be worth it, I suppose. Let's see, okay, so Vane's Trickery, we saw this one again before. Moved everything as soon as I found a spot. Laporit Scout. It's a 3/2 Rabbit Scout. Whenever another creature... Oh, you saw this guy. Yeah, he gets big when you make creature tokens. Oh, here we go. Squall Lionheart. Here's we got the art card of him as well. Let's see, who is this? This is Danitha Capuchin the Paragon. It was a 2/2 human knight with first strike, vigilance, and lifelink, or an equipment spells cost you 1 less to cast. Cost 10 points. Yes, again, that would have... It's fine. Sure. Fine. Whatever. So I never played Pokemon, hardly at all. I know Pikachu, and that's about it. Yeah. Oh, but Rydia, Summoner of Mists. I like the art on this one. She's got the dragon, mist dragon there. Which is summoning, that's cool. So it's a 1/2 human for red-green landfall. When a land you control enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card, which is pretty dope. Summon for X and tap. And return target saga card, mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it against haste. Activate as a sorcery, which up until this set wouldn't matter because all the sagas they weren't creatures, they couldn't attack. And then, but now we have saga creatures, so you want them to have haste because otherwise they'll probably just die before they can attack. And then they're gone forever because they have a finality counter. Again, good for your saga decks. Put Rydia in your saga decks. Started with the first games when I was a kid. Dropped off after the second gen. Yeah, sure. So I think I was just a little tiny bit too old for Pokemon. Like all of my friends that are 2-3 years younger than me were all into it, but I think I just missed it. Or maybe I was just into Magic by that time. Because Magic did come out just a little bit before Pokemon did, at least in the States. And so I don't know. I was playing Magic, and that was the big kids game, right? And now going back, I wish I had, because it looks cool, but now I don't know. It's just like sunk costs, I guess. Eject. Can't be countered, which is good because it costs 4 mana. When your 4 mana spells get countered, that hurts bad. Turn target non-land permanent to its owner's hand and draw a card. This is good. I am prepared to say this is a good card for limited, especially. I mean, again, it's expensive. 4 mana is expensive, but I mean, it's 1-for-1 removal, and it replaces itself. I like it. Yeah, there are so many. Esper Ramu. Summon Esper Ramu. I am Ramu, the Esper. As a 3/3 Saga Wizard enchantment creature for 2 red. when it enters, this creature deals damage equal to the number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard to target creature and opponent controlled. And then chapters 2 and 3, wizards you control get +1/+0 to initial. Yeah, I guess I could, you know, play this in some kind of wizard deck. Maybe you could find room for this. Ooh, cool, Bob. The Dark Confidant reprint. This is cool. I like it. He's got that cool red mask on. This is, of course, a classic card. 2/1 human wizard. For 1 and a black, at the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. You lose life equal to its mana value. That's right, Dark Confidant is in standard now. There he is. That's cool. I only have 1 copy of this card in another printing, so that's cool. I got it a second, Dark Confidant. Yeah, why not? I like Dark. Yeah, good card. Yeah. Kind of lost a lot of its shine these days, but still a Dark Confidant. Final days. Okay, we saw this guy makes you some 2/2 horrors, and that's fine. And then a mountain. Great. Okay, there we go. Down to our last pack. Let's make it a good one. Let's find our Vivi. Another bird token, another hero token. Lots of birds, lots of heroes. Okay, cornered by black mages. We saw this one already. The Gaibu Gardener. We saw this guy already. Scorpion Sentinel. We know the Curel. I don't think we've seen this guy yet. He's a 2/2 cat beast for 1 and white. And then that same cost and tap him to tap target non-enchantment creature. So you can't tap somebody's Saga with it, but most creatures you can get with it. You know, I put this in again. It's a limited card. It's a card you can play in your limited deck. It's a creature that has some defensive. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Okay, Kyle the Mount Chocobo. We saw Syncopate. Pretty good counter spell. Here we go. Battle at the Big Bridge. It's a fatal push, and there's the cool art with was that Kefka, and then yeah, you know, one of the best removal spells ever printed. 1 mana, 1 black mana to destroy target creature if it has mana value 2 or less, or if a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, if you did a fetch or cracked a treasure or a map or anything like that, then you can get a mana value 4 or less. Really good. Really good card. I'm going to put that aside even though it's in the comment. Barrett Wallace is a 4/4 human rebel with reach for 3 and a red. Whenever he attacks, he deals damage equal to the number of equipped creatures you control to defending player. Yeah, okay. Play an equipment deck. And he could, yes, actually, the only deck I lost to tonight at the pre-release was a Boros equipment deck. So, you know, he doesn't look like much, but if that bears out, this could actually be a kind of an okay finisher. You know, a little red-white aggro deck. Summon Anima for 4 black. Gives you a 4/4 Saga or creature token with Menace. First 3 chapters, you draw a card and lose you 1 life. Pretty good ability. And then 4th, each opponent sacrifices a creature and loses 3 life. This is pretty good. This is a pretty good amount of value for 6 mana. 6 mana is a lot, but you get a lot of value out of this. This is not the worst thing in the world. Gratia. It's a 3/5 with reach, 4 and a white. It's got the Helligan Eye. Whenever 1 or more other creatures and or artifacts you control die, draw a card. Triggers only once each turn. Yeah, you don't usually see this kind of ability in white. This is usually more of like a black ability, right? So this is kind of cool. 3/5 reach for 5. I don't know. Not outstanding. I'm putting a good face on this. This card is mid. Emperor Palmizia, I think we saw this one already. Flips over into something cool. Here we go. A Realm Reborn. 4 green. Other permanents you control have 1 mana of any. Have tapped to add 1 mana of any color. Look! They said the name on the card of the name of the game. It's Final Fantasy XIV, and it's a Realm Reborn. That's the name. This card is not good. Once you get to 6 mana, like why do you need to tap your other permanent? Fine. Fine. I'm sure Commander players love this. And a foily Hill Gygus, and then a foily Gongaga Reactor Town. Okay, so here we go. So there's our stuff that we got. We're pumped about the Cactuar. We're pumped about the Falsey Paradise. We like the Starting Town. We like some of this stuff. I want this. This is not. You know, I don't think we got any of the like amazing chase cards here. And now the Cactuar is the mix for that, but yeah, could have been a lot worse. And yeah, we're happy. Got to go back and play that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Yes, I also have to. I just finished Metaphor. I think I told you I was like almost done with it. Yeah, we finally actually finished it, and then now we're playing Final Fantasy XII. We just started. We're gonna do. We started the Clair Obscura, but I did not like the dodging blocking mechanic. I don't play turn-based games to have to like react to stuff with quick reflexes. So we're playing Final Fantasy XII. But yeah, so there we go. That's our stuff. So I think I'm going to take just a couple minutes and switch over. See, let me ask you this, Dan. How did you feel about like Dark Souls and those kinds of games? Do you like Souls-like games? Because I don't know. Like you don't. Huh, see, that's interesting to me, because it really, like, playing just, I only played it for, like, a few minutes in the first couple fights, and, like, it really felt like, sort of like the Dark Souls, like a turn-based Dark Souls, or, like, a Dark Souls-ified RPG, where, like, sort of, like, nothing matters if you can't dodge. And I don't know, I felt like it undermined a lot of, and I get, you're trying to get people involved in the combat and make it more engaging and stuff, but like, whatever, it's fine. I just wasn't feeling it, clearly from the reviews and everything. I'm in the minority on that, but yeah, I just wasn't feeling it anyway. So we're playing Final Fantasy XII instead, but. Here, so give me a minute here. I'm going to go step away and grab a drink, and then I think we're going to load up and play a couple of matches on Arena quick before bed. And then, yeah, so hang tight, and I will be back.